Love you. That was the one of the strangest sign-offs I've ever heard. Love you. Like, is he just so used to doing that, like with his family, that he just, yo, hey, that's what them NY Democrats said. I don't live there, so I can't gauge if it's true or not, referring to Mom Donnie not communicating with the younger folks. I don't think them older folks listening to him, but we're going to see. I Rose, he about to stress the heck out of these horrible local banks to begin with. What do you think about that? I actually can't find nothing wrong with what he said. It sounds good. It helps the people not getting funds, and it gets it to them quicker. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. Help the people them, and the food being issued. It helps the grocery stores and all of that. Them love who we say love you. You there? You there? That's a love you. What do you think about that, Nisi? The governor's address.
I think they need to crap up that love you. I don't understand why they post that with I love you, and that's beyond me. I don't think I think what he's doing is right. I don't see anything wrong with that. What he said they're doing is they're giving you 50% of what your allotted month's SNAP benefits is. I'm hoping that the balance will be done through the normal process. I also saw today where I forget the lady's name who's over the SNAP program. She was indicating that they actually have the funds to disperse to SNAP recipients for November. The Trump administration is saying not to do it. So it's not a matter because the government is shut down that they don't have the funds. They have the funds. They're being told that they can't do this. And so I think he's being proactive. He's putting a plan in place. He's letting the residents know what it's going to be. He congratulated his constituents in the Senate in terms of their swift action and for resolution in terms of what will be next steps if it doesn't come to a resolve sooner. And so let's see, hopefully it does ease some of our residents. There's a lot of seniors that we have in our community that benefits from the SNAP program, and they can't afford to not receive benefits either.
True. Let me read some of these comments. And Ibari is coming through after 5. He'll be an addition to the show. He'll be a guest later on. And we just gonna be reacting to videos. We gonna get through the serious stuff right now and then go into the videos. So Darren says he threw shade on the legislature. So that love you was shade to the legislature. Is that what we're saying? Is that what's going on? I appreciate the move, though. Yeah, I mean, what can you really say negative about it? It's good what he's doing, but he just annoys me, and I think that'll be the problem. Like when you hear a woman say, "Oh, you making me agree with a man," I think that's the vibe here. Like, "Oh, you making me agree with the governor." I mean, when you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? But of course, it makes him look good compared to the rest of America and its territories, etc. See, he annoying. But he's on his way out, you know. Like, him doing good stuff, whether it's on the way out or whatever. I'm wondering, I'm sorry, but I can't help but wonder why. And that sound messed up. Like, why you doing good right now? But like, you've been in office for how long? And you weren't doing this type of stuff. So what's the ulterior motive? As bad as that sounds, it makes me question the motives, but I don't care as long as the people of the Virgin Islands get help.
I think it's to lament his legacy, right? Like ending on a good note, ending on a good term. It's almost like I don't want to say brainwashing. It's like we have such a short attention span.
Facts.
In general, that him ending on a good note would be what people remember most. Like, oh yeah, when he was leaving, he did all these things, blah, 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 blah. You'll hear that, like, you say, oh, he started off rough, but he ended on a good note. Like, that's what you'll probably hear in a sense. They're going to say, oh, well, he had 7 bad years and then 1 good year. And I'm not saying he had 7 bad years. I'm just saying that you won't hear people describe things like that. So it's just a matter of he should be ending on a good note. The people of the territory deserves it to be ended on a good note. it should have been a great 8 years for the most part. I don't expect perfection every year. That's impossible. But I think that ending on a good note is good for the territory, so I'll take it.
Facts. Yep, what Nisi said, people will only remember the last thing you do in any facet. Correct. And that's a political move for sure, for sure, for sure. You see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, I believe that's why Hillary Clinton was not president, because a lot of people forget that she was actually pretty much a shoo-in to win in 2016. But then because of the email scandal being like 3-4 months right before the election, like that killed her. People forget that. That's why when I see that they're going after James Comey, who was the head of the FBI, he was the FBI director that decided, I'm going to do this even though it's like 90 days from the election, and then come back with, I didn't find nothing for you. That's why I don't feel bad that he's now a target. I really don't. Because look at what you got us into, you clown. But hey, love bombing, abuser type, but and another thing though with me, if you could end on a good note, that means that you could have went through your whole 8 years on a good note, really. If you wanted to, so you chose not to, but you're gonna leave this in people's memory. Something wrong with that. Yo, what going on? Big up Peter Knowles. Big Film King. Hey King, when that Kino movie coming out? Please, somebody give me a date. Like, give me a year. Give me a release year. I'll be happy with that then. But big up this man, he doing big things on the visual scale, the movies, the visuals. Dope. Go ahead and follow Peter Knowles if you're not already. Yeah, but we need to see that Kino movie. I hope to get the year out soon. So because I've been looking forward to it for a while now, can't wait to see it. Ain't he the same one who said he gotten anybody like a snapper fish who tries to disrespect his legacy? I'll be careful. Yes, he sure did say that. That was the Gubby. Soon come, love alone. Hey, next time you're doing a movie, same difference thing to be in it, I'm plugging us right now. Never really liked Hillary. After calling us black people some type of super diabolical enemy, that needs to be stopped. That was one of those lesser of two evils type vibes, man. That's just what it is, really. So he's issuing half of SNAP to USVI residents, and we love that. We agree with it. No issues. Thank you, Governor, for doing that. Please, if you want to end on a good note, sure. Why not? We in the present. We living in the present. Do that. Let's see more of that for sure. We'll support that all the way. I won't even make no more videos. All right. So, unless you've been living under a rock in America and your name Patrick Starr, you know that we're currently under a government shutdown that's going on its 4th week, if I'm not mistaken. Today is day 26. During a government shutdown in October 2025, Democrats blocked a Republican-sponsored bill in the Senate that would have paid essential federal workers. In return, Republicans blocked Democratic bills that would have paid all federal employees. The partisan dispute left federal workers without paychecks as the shutdown continued. We want to say that we are very sorry to hear about the federal employees that are going without paychecks. I don't know if it's worse or not, but there are also federal employees that have to go to work and still not get paid. A large amount of Americans are literally living paycheck to paycheck. So when you miss a whole paycheck, or worse, it goes for a month, so you might miss 2. And then you still have to come to work, you still have to have clothes and all of that stuff, and you still have to pay for gas and food and everything, pay for your lunch. That becomes a real strain. I want to say I've seen posts and seen people talking about how they do not care about the people experiencing shutdowns. I assure you, with hundreds of thousands of federal workers, there's at least somebody in your family that's experiencing this, and it hurts. It doesn't take much to empathize with your fellow human being. To say something like, I don't care for whatever reason. That's not cool. And that's something that I cannot personally get behind, because I could have easily been a federal employee. I mean, some of them are literally in the military. that are not getting paid, and you can't do nothing about it. Good luck being in the military and trying to get a second job at that. Neci, what do you guys say about that? You're muted. I don't know how.
Muted. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, especially those that have to report, they don't have the option of not going into work and knowing you're going to a job where you're not going to be compensated. And also, not that you're not being compensated, where your president is also not interested in back paying you for the time that you did work and earn those wages. He doesn't want to back pay you for those wages. I mean, the word unpresidential, unprecedented has been going around every day. And I think it's just traumatizing to people who really have to do this. It plays with people's mental health. People find other ways of trying to get income. Bills are piling up. A lot of people are losing homes at a fast. This has been the highest rate. Homes and vehicles have been repossessed at the highest rate this year. And so now banks are trying to figure. They're losing money because repossessing it is one thing. Nobody's buying them when you repossess them, and so like people are losing their homes and their means of transportation and their means to feed themselves and to just live. And I think that's just extremely sad. I understand why it's happening. I understand the stance of the Democratic Party. People have already started to experience the hike in their insurance that they said was that the Republicans said that they weren't going to happen. People are being noticed and notifications have went out to people, and some people can't afford to purchase the medicine that they need to live. And so people's lives are really being dangled like Pinocchio with strings. And I think that is an unrealistic approach to our government, but that's where we are. And I hope there's a swift resolve because this can't go on much longer.
Facts. Yeah, Jerica, no back pay. They don't know, but it's been tossed around. So in the past with shutdowns, they've been guaranteed back pay. Now it's
guaranteed by law, but we know the law don't mean anything these days.
Exactly.
So
what people don't recognize, right? And I think we need to think about the law means nothing to anybody that isn't a law-abiding citizen. If you trust someone with 34 felony counts to follow the law, I have a bridge for sale. But I digress. All right, so they're talking about no back pay. Marcus says you can be in the military and get a second job. You can be a delivery driver for Pizza Hut. No, I'm not saying that you can't be in the military and get a second job. What I was trying to say is it's more difficult because the military has things like 24-hour staff duty and stuff like that there. And your schedule, it's not necessarily fixed. So it makes it difficult. Also, we need to consider that there are National Guard members that are not getting paid, but they were activated. And they were sent to somewhere that they're not even from. Think about that. So they're not getting paid. They're not making money, even though they had a job before. They're in another place that they're not from. Try to get a job then.
Why is this? Sorry. Why is this thing making noise? I apologize.
That's all right. But it is unfortunate for going without a paycheck. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bottle of fresh air for sale too. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you believe that someone with 34 felony counts follows the law, all right. If he'll defraud his own charity, you think he won't defraud you? Yeah, yeah. Because somebody was talking about how, they're talking about him doing another term, right? He's contemplating running again in 2028. By law and in the Constitution, the 22nd Amendment limits the president's terms. However, we're talking about the president that incited a coup and attempted a coup on January 6th. But you don't think he'll try something. So I was told that is a Democratic talking point. Well, here is a non-democratic person telling you up front what they're trying to do.
He's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28.
Steve Bannon? That's a Democratic talking point? No, Steve Bannon is a Trump ally. Why would he say something like that on the news, on record, if they weren't going to try something? Remember when
he's going to be the last elected president. That's what
you hear that? And what they're not hearing, the elected part. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're planning to not have an election, people. How many times we gonna just take it as a joke? We haven't learned from how many past presidential situations when he says something, he mean it, he just testing the fence. These chimpanzees annoy me. It does get annoying. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does get annoying to where it's like, why am I going back and forth with this person? They're not listening anyway. All right. Next topic related to the shutdown, sort of. While people are not receiving money, when thousands of people are not receiving their paychecks, this is going on. So no SNAP funding available from November 1st. This affects over 40 million Americans. Over 40 million Americans, a lot of which are in red states. So they're attacking SNAP. Healthcare also, that goes up in January, but coming up November 1st, what else happens November 1st? Isn't that when the healthcare, we start trying to get our healthcare updated? That's coming up. All of these things are happening at once. It's like it's difficult to keep up with. And meanwhile, while that's going on, the east wing of the White House is being demolished for a grand ballroom of about 90,000 square feet. That's what's being.
Know what the East Wing is?
Tell her, Neci. I know you know. Tell her what the East Wing is.
That is for your first lady. That is the wing of all your previous first ladies of the United States of America that has been demolished, where all their portraits hang. All the first ladies who grace that hall, where they reside, where they go, where they have that picture of Jackie Kennedy and all of the East Wing.
So for the women that support Trump, does he support you back?
For a ballroom to celebrate what? Because if you over there to dance, how much dances you having over there?
Could you imagine what they would have said about Obama if he had knocked down a part of the White House to dance?
If he had if he had changed the paint from white to cream, or even eggshell white or something.
They were mad he changed his suit color. Imagine if he demolished an entire wing. You know how many jigaboos they would have called Obama?
He wasn't even the first president to wear a tan suit.
Oh. The ballroom is a cover-up for an extended bunker under, allegedly. Allegedly, hey, Crystal Smartin. Allegedly. We didn't say it. It's alleged. All right.
Because I don't take anything for face value. Because you're making a ballroom, but
how big for what? You know what has grand ballroom? Oh, castles for kings. Yeah, they say what was it? No kings protest about? Come on, man. So you think them AI photos and videos with him being crowned and all of that? Y'all taking these things as jokes, man.
Did you see the video he made in retaliation to that?
To the king thing? Where he was flying over and pooping on Americans? Yeah. I definitely did see that. And apparently it's a joke. Apparently the president trolling Americans is funny. But I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly where, but there's only one time I've ever seen the White House destroyed at all. Well, what was that? I remember that. If you don't remember that was a clip taken for the movie Independence Day, where the first thing them aliens did was destroy the White House. The first thing. And here we are, a president is doing it, and apparently we're tripping, right? Because it's just a dance. All right, cool. So now here is your president flip-flopping on why he's doing it and what he was supposed to do as opposed to now.
With the current building, it'll be near it but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite place. I love it. We determined that after really a tremendous amount of study with some of the best architects in the world, we determined that really knocking it down, trying to use a little section, the East Wing was not much. In order to do it properly, we had to take down the existing structure.
I said the East Wing was not much. He said it. We didn't say it. Mind you, they're using private funds to rebuild that wing. It's ironic that he's also suing the DOJ for around the same amount that it costs to rebuild the wing, which is about $230 million, right? Your president is suing the DOJ supposedly for the crimes that they accused him of that he was never jailed for. He wants recompense from it, from his DOJ, and guess who's the final signature? He is. All right. Woo. That's funny. $230 million the president is about to sign off on. All right, sure. But on to lighter notes, that's all for the news that we have today. Thank you for weighing in on it. We're going to take it to some lighter stuff. Like, for one, have y'all heard the Megan Thee Stallion's new song, Lover Girl? Have y'all heard it? DC, you heard it?
I heard, is that the song with her in the white, they have on the white t-shirt thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it was like a portion of it was black and white and whatnot.
I think I saw like something with having like a crop top white shirt. Yeah, something like that. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I would play it for you. However, the song talks about P and N and B and stuff so much. If I played that song, y'all wouldn't hear the song anyway because I'd have to bleep it so much. But like, there's mixed
What's
reviews.
the title of the song you said?
Lover Girl. And she's in there scrubbing the ground, popping her booty and all of that. And there are mixed reviews. Now the hotties are starting to get tired of her shaking her ass. And well, Jerica says it's fire. I need to let me see if I play it, will y'all hear it? But I can't play. I cannot play a lot of it because this isn't really, I got bosses when it comes to a different day, and I ain't want to get in trouble. So let me see. Y'all need to let me know if you can hear it. Let me try and pull this up real quick. You hear it? You hear it or no? Okay.
No.
All right, cool.
I think that might be for the best.
She says there's a lot of there's a lot of like.
And if Crystal say, then you know.
Yeah, but look, even the one who says fire said don't play. Jerica said don't play. It's
Okay.
a lot of scrubbing the ground and my F, my P this and like what I gotta do with being a lover girl though.
So she's not talking about being, it's not like a slow medley song that she's like in love. It's not that. Okay,
No.
gotcha.
No, so if she had did it like right, how Ciara had me, but it's not that. But all she had to do was really do some like picnic, some romantic stuff. But it's like she's still doing the same thing, and even the hotties are complaining about it. Like, Meg, you need to grow up. We're at a different stage. This sounds like songs that you've already done. So, but what I find funny, right, is that I remember when JD had said something to the effect of, like, the music, the ladies are running things, with the music. However, it seems like they have their own genre of hip hop, and it's like strip hop. And they really went in on JD, but it's like, it's true though. Cardi B still talking about the same thing. Meg still talking about the same thing. A lot of them still talking. How many times we got to hear about your P? I honestly wish Megan would tell her story instead of being an industry plant. She like dark skin Ice Spice.
You just compare her to Ice Spice. I wouldn't compare her to Ice Spice, but
Megan is 30 years old now. Her music needs to grow. I definitely agree.
wow, 30 sounds so old. Jeez.
Well, she's not in her 20s anymore, so can we get away from the 21-year-old music? So I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the growth? I would listen to it if she talked about some other topics. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing something about a lover girl and you actually flowing and rapping on it, but from what Megan fans say, they make it seem like she could rap. They always talk about her first album or whatever it was, Tina Snow, and make it seem like she has bars, but she never exhibits the bars on these songs. She's done her thing, but like, speaking of doing their thing in music, our next guest has showed up. There's the guy, Ibarra. What are you saying, sir? What are you saying, sir?
Whoa! I wasn't aware that you were going to do this so fast. I was okay, but yeah, hey, Neci, how you doing? Everybody had this time. It's great. Love this. Yeah.
Hey, do it one more time for us. So, cause I messed it up last time. You do it again. Do your catchphrase, sir.
Whoa! Oh yeah.
I'm glad Neci wasn't here to check me because I messed that up royally. But
Yeah. He was like, wow. I was like, okay, all right, cool. Let's just.
Like he tried to do it himself?
Yeah. Yes, he did. I mean, but I always see, look there, right on time. I love when people do it. Yeah, for sure. But you know, you just gotta cross your T's and dot your I's. You get?
Yeah, like Ibarra, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
We
Hello,
got
champ.
you. What's funny is I have been working behind the scenes, right? Oh, they're firing it up in the comments. What's the correct spelling? First of all, I thought
WHO capital A U H. Whoa.
There's a spelling too? Wow.
Whoa.
There's a hashtag for this thing. There's a hashtag.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You gotta
spell it again. WHO.
Capital A U H. Whoa.
Hey, Darren came close.
No. It's always close. And he does always see me and see how I type it and then type it exactly how he wants to type it like that every time. So it's like a back and forth. It's really fun. It's fun. Shout out to Kushangel Neci. Oh wait, use Neci. Oh man.
Let's see that. Yeah. Blow it
indeed,
up.
Yes.
Love it. Thank you. So what's funny is I've been trying to work in the background to get like entrance music for every guest. And I thought I had it when they were on last time. So I would have played when he came on. However, it didn't work. So that's why I tried to do it.
Oh, okay, got
and
it.
it didn't work. So yeah.
Life.
Yeah. And technology, you know.
For sure. So
Thank
what's
you for coming
going on?
on.
How you guys? What's the haps?
We were talking about some music, and seeing as how you're in the music game, have you listened to Meg Thee Stallion's new single, Lover Girl?
Indubitably no. For sure. I try to keep the poison out of my veins.
Wow. What is it?
Yeah. TBH. I mean, I guess I'm gonna listen to it for the industry standard of, making sure I am abreast of the industry norm, I guess. But other than that, I don't really mess with the hop hip of today. Um, or maybe the rap of today. Maybe let's call it rap better.
You're not into the strip hop thing. So what are you into? What music does Ibarra listen to?
Man, on the days when nobody could see me, um
Like this.
Sabrina Carpenter, I think was the other girl is Maggie Rogers. Let me Phoebe Bridgers, um, Sarah Bareilles,
Yeah.
Rex Orange County. Um, yeah, indie alternative things, mostly, or like soca vibes or like Afrobeat. Just anything that just doesn't like out front contribute to like the degradation of my soul and
Oh, no.
and person.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
yeah, yeah.
Aaron says, I just give Ibarra props because when I played Gal Tonight during a date, she loved it and made sure I had a good night. Is that the song?
Oh man, that's great that you played mine tonight during a date with a gal and she loved it. You see what I did there? Love alone, Darren. I love it. I love it. But that's the reason for the music, though. I feel like there's a lot of man. How it's like how deep do you want to go past on this thing? Because I feel like it's a planned effort to control the themes of media, music, on purpose
Okay.
for the separation of humankind and also population control. But it's like I don't know if like you have no what you're gonna do when you invite me here, but like yeah, it's a lot of things that I think are going on, and I
Okay.
think that they're using the music to do it. And yeah, dude, you ever heard a commercial back home where it's be like Bill and Black Nation, love a black woman, something. Yes,
What is
they
that?
don't want you to do that. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to do that. So they, you ain't notice is only colored people music have trash in it. Like people of color, like we are the only ones that can put forth music where we robbing people, we killing people, we talking bad about women, we talking bad about men. There's no white artist that could just go to the front and be like, yeah, man, this is what we do. This is the mainstream. Name one.
Eminem.
Eminem is a different kind of situation. Eminem is a
Uh-huh.
overall crazy. Everybody could get like it's a character, and
No.
everybody cannot be Eminem. There
No,
cannot be more than one Eminem in the space at one time.
Go, Nisi.
I
You
would
had
say
something.
I would say there are a lot of artists, especially in the country aspect, a lot of white artists. If you listen to some of their songs, it is very degrading, derogatory, deplorable to women, and some of the things that they talk about in Mama and all in there. Like some of the artists have very crazy songs. I'd be like, I don't know when this was released, and I would Google it and be like, oh, this is a real song. So I would say maybe not in your mainstream pop music, but like in your country and stuff like that, there are those things are very, very much like that.
I
You
was
couldn't-
I was going to
My bad.
say country music also, but then I was like, is country technically is country music their music or why? I
Well,
guess I didn't
technically,
want,
all of it is our music.
Yeah.
You really want to go there?
I guess I
Really?
didn't want
True.
to get into that. But yeah, I agree with Nisi because they listen. Who it was Johnny Cash that they love so much. How much times he made songs about jail and glorified it, and like you get people
Um,
that glorify unaliving yourself, and you know what I'm saying, all types of rock and roll, you get metal, you get, you know what I'm saying, grunge and all that other stuff. So I can't say that there isn't. I guess we just have made it look cool, which is the most unfortunate part. We don't make it look like this is what the dregs of society does. No, it's cool when we do it if you do this gangster stuff. You get what I'm saying?
I hear that. I still feel like you can't call a major country artist that say that calling a woman a bitch in their song, you know, off rip.
I disagree. I wish I knew them. I'm drawing
Exactly.
a blank right
But we
now.
don't
So,
But I
but-
wish I knew
sorry.
them by name to tell you. I'm gonna look.
But
and
that's
see
the
if I can
thing.
find it.
How in the forefront are they? Because I could name you 5 off rip black people, rap artists. I could name you 5 off rip without even having to think about it. So you can tell that it's not as prevalent in their music as it is in ours.
The
But-
reason I'm disagreeing with you is I can name 10, right? But that's because I primarily listen to black music.
Exactly.
So it's more conscious in my mind who those artists are. I don't listen to country on an everyday scale, like continually to just name you them. But I've heard the songs enough over the years of different artists that I know, like, ain't no way this is a real song. And it was a real song. So I hear what you're saying. I disagree that the artists aren't big or mainstream, but because of the genre that we probably consume majority of, is why it's more prevalent for us to know the artists. I'm not saying that we don't produce the most music. I would say we produce the most of the trash in terms of those type of things, but we're not the only genre. We're not the only ones that does it.
Technically, yeah, Post Malone technically, but then it's rap. You know what I'm saying?
And
So that's
Post Malone is very much in our space, in the urban space.
even though
And that's where he
himself
started
does-
out. He came out
like-
with White Iverson. Like
Yeah,
he tripped over to that later on. He was like, "Oh yeah, actually white, by the way." Here's some guitar
Machine
like
Gun
music.
Kelly, yeah. Zaid asks, is this Ibar-I or Ibar-I?
This is always Ibarra.
You all know which one. The Rolling Stones released the hard rock track BITCH in 1971 as the B-side to their single Brown Sugar. Buck Cherry is known for their 2006 song Crazy BITCH, which helped the band reach the Billboard Hot 100. Elton John released the track The BITCH Is Back in 1974. Godsmack has the 2010 song Crying Like a BITCH. Nazareth's 1973 album Loud and Proud included the hit song Hair of the Dog with the well-known lyric, Now You're Messing with a Son of a BITCH. So I agree with Neci. We don't know them because we don't know that side. We're not deep into it. And even we're talking about rap music being the number one genre over the others. So you're asking us to look at the mainstream thing when their music isn't even number one for you. You get what I'm saying? But I understand your overarching point. I understand it. I get where you're coming from with it, and it needs to fix. And we need to fix it. That's a
I
challenge.
go shout out to Crystal Thompson for doing that research. I love the fact that she did that. Also, off rip, without even doing my own research, look at the way that the word BITCH is used in those titles, and then surmise how you think they're used in the song. All of those are not in reference to a woman and the degradation of a woman. They're using the term in the colloquial sense where it's like the BITCH is back. These are things that ain't really, F my baby mama, I don't like her. Why she in my face? You know, and I ain't saying that no country song has ever said, you know, because the proverbial ball and chain is not a new thing, and it's not select to the black culture. It's definitely not select to the black culture. But I've never heard to the level of which, I don't know, women are just talked. I'm down outright, just like, yeah, I don't like her. Should have do this, should have do that. And these are the things I don't like about her. Like, I've never heard that.
A country song where the man is talking down on his wife or something.
No,
Or he
I've
was
never
cheated on
heard
by
it.
his girl or none of
I've
that?
never heard it to this degree
Oh
in a
my God.
degradation. No, I've never heard it. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so let me ask you this.
Wow.
How
And
deep
also,
into the
I'm not
country music
saying
are
that
you?
they're all perfect, you know. I'm just saying
We
that
understand.
the overall product that they purport to the public, it's a bit more cleanly packaged than ours.
Shout out to
Since I have to
Iman.
be
Shout out to
political.
Iman. Facts. Facts. Shout out to Iman. True, true, true. Now, overarching, yes, I agree with your point. Like, you're not going to just, this is your album, and it's talking about drugs. Well, then again, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, but you carrying one person from 20 years ago.
So it doesn't count then.
No, it definitely does count. But how many times are you gonna bring up Johnny Cash? When I could bring up Lil Blah Blah, Lil Blue Blue, Lil Blay Blay.
Listen to the music. That's why I don't listen to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, so you saying that, how much country music do you consume in a year?
That's what you're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I guess a good bit. Most of mine is selected like the Kane Browns, the Morgan Whalens, and also I do this thing where I don't get invested in the life of the artist, so I will know songs and not know who the artist is at all whatsoever. And those are my favorite genres to do that in because I really don't care about those people's lives.
Keep that right. Let me take you to a Lucian party. They're gonna run them old egregious country tunes.
Let me hear them. Let me hear them for sure.
See, hey, listen. So then look. Anyway, black artists are more incentivized to do so, though. I agree. It is a part of an agenda.
I agree with that.
What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, oh, hold on, sorry. I'm not saying that this is the fault of the artist, you know. This is the fault of the powers that be creating the industry and then incentivizing the people in the industry to do this thing. Like, it is not, I'm not blaming black people for it. I'm not, you know, the whole Rico case with Young Thug. I think it's racist. I think it was horrible because, you know, who put these people into these situations with redlining and, you know, let's not even go there. You literally drop drugs into the community. You check, so, you know, but
that Negro up though, lock him up.
Hey.
I will blame black people because it's our choice to consume. It's our choice to do this thing. At this point, I do blame.
We do have less choices though. Would you agree to that?
We have less choice. Yes, we have less opportunity. How about that? We have less opportunity. I'd agree with that. So he said, little blah blah, little blue blue, little blah blah.
I know.
Regular movies.
Oh man.
All right. So let's get into it, man. I appreciate your stance on that. I think we're gonna agree to agree.
I'm gonna turn out.
No, you're good. You're good.
But Jah, before you move on, I just want to say, like, so I'm looking for a song, and look, Luke Bryan is a popping country artist.
He is.
And he has a song called Country Girl, and it says, "Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor, up on the toolbox, it doesn't matter. I'm giving it to you now, take it off, shake it for the birds, I can't wait to do your thing, just shake it for the bees, shake it for the cats sweeping down deep, into the creek for the crickets and the critters, shake it to the moon, shake it for me girl, shake it like a country girl, shake it for me girl." I don't know what the hell I mean.
Something was degrading in those lyrics for you?
But because he's talking about doing a girl on a tractor. And his
wait, is it his girl?
Huh?
Is it his girl? I've never said nothing is wrong with people enjoying the sex.
It's not his girl. But what I'm saying to you is sometimes how they sing their songs, it's still degrading, right? But we have different ways of, like, we have slow songs that are degrading. Yeah. We have rap songs that are degrading. We have hip hop songs. We have pop stream songs. So it's how people word their music. It still can be degrading. I'm just saying that there are artists that does it. I was trying to look for them before we change topics. That was just the first one I saw. But I'll send a couple to you, Ibari, and if I find any, and then you could tell me if you think it's degrading or not.
Like
Yeah.
honky tonk badonka donk is not a woman empowerment tune. You know what I'm saying?
It's also not. It's not a woman empowerment tune, but it's also not a degrading one. I just didn't
What?
see the degradation. Wait, sorry. I'm not talking about. I don't know that song. Sorry. I'm just talking about the words that you just said. But I was going back to Neci's. I didn't hear anything. I'm not against people having sex and enjoying themselves and enjoying life. You know, I would never
No,
say anything
me-
about that. And also, how that was done, it was done tastefully. We only supposing.
Also,
We
once
only
it- so
supposing.
just once it's tasteful, it's okay.
Of
Okay, cool, no
course,
problem.
because there's a level of art that is still put in there. It's art that we
But
dealing with, you
tasteful
know.
to you might not be tasteful to women. It's still women consider it degrading.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know
want
if that
it.
was tasteful. I don't know if that was tasteful though.
I didn't see anything. No, sorry. The writing was
Yeah.
tasteful.
Yeah.
How he said what he said, the manner in which he
Alright.
strung together those words was a tasteful way to say, shake your bam bam, whatever, bam bam bam. You know, basically, because he's telling the girl, yeah, I'm gonna do you on a tractor. Yeah, I'm not saying don't do the girl on a tractor. You can respectfully do a woman on a
I'm
tractor.
not saying it either. Get it, knock her off the tractor head.
Beat the
I'm not
brakes
saying it.
off that lady on the
Yeah.
tractor respectfully. Respectfully.
And
That's
tractor
all.
head ain't easy to be on
What?
top of anyway. So bless her heart for doing it a bit anyway.
Listen, well, he kind of use it in doing innuendos, so it's a sticky situation.
Yes, it's sticky. You check? Don't let me be a little sticky. Don't let me just slide as soon as I reach. Oh God, I'm falling. No, like let me. You know, let me
Flashing
slip.
dogs catching strays is that animal abuse. You try and be funny. So, okay, check this out. Before we switch, do you believe that VI music is degrading? VI, Bram or whatever they calling it now. Is that
I think that we have a very sexually charged, a very physically centered style of music and dance. There is a certain sense of commanding that comes across, I think, from the artist to the crowd, but I think that the crowd appreciates this in a certain sense. We have dance music. Our music is specifically dance music. The music up here that it was wham in a circle, throwing it back. Yeah, the little, it's literally telling you what to do. The song is telling you what to do. And that's just where we are. I don't think our music is inherently degrading. I think there is a somewhat of is the word I'm looking for, degrading.
degrading?
Degrading.
Let's stay with degrading.
No, but I want degradative.
Listen, I appreciate the effort.
Degrading,
It's
there's a
a try.
degrading
I love it.
tone, you know, there's a controlling, but I don't think that we say things like, you know, that literally brings down the stock of the woman when we in the songs. I don't hear that. As
I ain't want to call no songs because then it's gonna be a backlash.
What do you mean you don't hear that? No, you.
That's
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
I was about to ask you, Neci. So our VI music, Brahma, you're a feta. The Brahm music and stuff is not degrading.
It is.
Like the words.
it have to be from a you're looking at it from a biblical sense, because from a biblical
Derogatory.
sense,
Yeah,
yes.
it is.
Biblical.
Thank you, Jerica.
Yes, I don't have a problem with sex. I don't have a problem with people partaking in sex or sexual like music. That is their business.
No, and I agree with you. But you see, I think we hear derogatory and we're thinking like lack of consent or something. Is that what we're thinking? Like,
You're making my
Derogatory.
voice short circuit. Hold on. Let me read the comments because I don't know. He started to like, you started to like reach now. You're showing
Am I
up.
reaching?
A little bit.
Hold hold on.
Did he say it biblically? Was that what he said? We need to think biblically. Is that what he
No,
said?
no. I'm saying, are you all thinking biblically? I'm asking if you're thinking biblically from when I say derogatory, are you thinking derogatory from a biblical sense? Because that is the only way that I see that this sex thing becoming a point that you can use. I'm not asking you to speak from a biblical sense. Basically, I'm pointing out how it would be nonsensical for you to use the biblical sense. Yeah, no.
He just says, me personally, I'm not a fan, but only because I don't do super vulgar tunes and it makes me look like an outlier in our society here. I really want to call out a song, but I don't want to start no trouble. But
right, and I think what we're not, derogatory just means disrespectful. And so we do have songs that are disrespectful to how we describe women or what we want women to do. I don't have a problem with the sex or the sex implications of what the songs are saying. Mm-hmm. We have slow songs that are direct. That does that. We you know, the R. Kelly catalog and all of those things, like those things are still popular and trending, but there are some derogatory sentiments too because it's disrespectful. Now, is it? I would say, do we not have a balance? I would say we create a balance because we have a lot of artists that does not sing in that type of way. We have Stanley the 10 Sleepless Nights, and we have, you know, Adamo has a lot of great trending songs, and Pumbaa has great trending songs, and we have artists that gives us a balance of both things. Now, it could be on both spectrums. I don't have a problem with it, but I think we're hearing derogatory. We're not thinking derogatory just means disrespectful. There's people who complain about the songs that we put out every year. Our older generation complains about the songs that are being put out every year when songs are dropped for Christmas and so forth like that. So they find it disrespectful. Does that mean that it's derogatory? Yes, it is. But for us, some of us might not think that way because we have a different view of it. Yeah. Just like how when we were younger, we were behind Vayo and all them things, and we didn't think them thing was bad. Right, and so like the people before us might think that they had the same opinion. It just changed generation to generation. That's all it is.
And also, I think there's a difference that we have between. I have a problem with degradation. I don't have a problem with something being derogatory because the derogatory is also part of life, and I feel like music is art, and art represents life.
It's expressive. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. What does degrading, what symbolizes degrading for you?
Hold on. One of my favorite songs, Okay Cool by CEO Trail from 2020.
While you're looking that up.
I didn't even have to look it up. It's right here.
Go ahead.
BITCH. You ain't even better than an 8 of WAC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what an 8 of WAC is, right?
I don't know.
So an 8 of WAC is basically an 8 of lean. So your value to me is not, you don't exceed the value of an 8 of drugs.
I'm very glad that you picked that out as an example, because if that's degrading to you, then the song You Remind Me of My Jeep is also degrading, because you degraded this woman and attributed her to a vehicle that you ride and get off. So when we talk about degrading, right, there's so many measurements of it. What they're saying is not the problem, it's what you're doing with your. So even if you say it nicely, you're still degrading someone.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Can I read the comments first?
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
So Zaid says the term rock and roll is literally innuendo for sex, by the way. So we agree. We don't have no problem with the sex. We loves the sex. Me, you know, my son, I just sing about love and bust chest. Stanley and 10 Sleepless Nights have a dirty album that most people don't know about. I've seen the names of some of their songs. That it ain't out of like this albums or something. If love for us to make more, I'd love for us to make more story type songs. That, hey, you want more Trapped in the Closet? We can do that. You hear that, Barry? That's a request.
I had a request. I have a burning question when the comments start.
And Pum Pum, but they can't wait. Get
what?
if women loved uplifting music and things, then nice guys who bring roses would be winning. I think women low key like degrading music as long as it's not directed to them personally. Listen, even the female rappers make degrading music though.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't even. But who are gonna say that? What are you burning up to talk? Go ahead, whoever.
Hi, Barry. Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe if Nisi could ask you this, because me, it might be, it might be out of place for me to ask. But Nisi, can you ask Jah if when he is having the intercourse with the women's, if it's always vanilla, I love yous, there's never any passionate aggression, there's no domination that happens with him in the bedroom. There's none of that. It's all, I love you, baby. You feel so good when I'm in you. That's what it is?
I mean, you could have asked me. You didn't have to ask me to ask Jah. I mean,
No, no. I'm a child. I had to do the whole rigmarole.
No. We agreed. The issue
we
is
agree
not
with you.
that. It's not
No.
that.
Oh, okay. Because when you brought up the point that he compared it to a Jeep, I'm like, that's
okay. The point you said.
Sometimes sometimes the women want to get right off.
He hears me.
But I understand. You say you agree. It's just okay, cool. I misunderstood.
The point that you made was someone like comparing this woman to an object. In R. Kelly's song, he does the same. You remind me of my Jeep. He's dehumanizing the person. That's literally what he's doing.
Ain't a dehumanization that I'm really thinking about. It ain't the comparing to the object. It is what that object is and what the value of that object is and how it is compared in that way. He said, you remind me of my Jeep because I want to ride you. That's a play on words. I want to ride you as well. Those two things, I ride in my Jeep, I want to ride in you. It's not real. It's not a real equation. It's just a play on words. When I say you ain't better than an 8 of WAC, I really mean that your value to me is not more than an 1/8 of over-the-counter, not over-the-counter drugs anymore because it's illegal. That is what it means. There's no play on words there.
It's still a play on words. I think you're not. We agree with you. If they both fall in the same category in terms of the descriptor is the same. It's just how you use to analyze it. I'm sorry.
Everybody today.
No, as I said, and I told one time, but it's the same. It's just the two analogies are used in two different descriptors, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So that person has depicted you to you're not worth this amount of drugs, and he sees a woman and he depicts her to the love he has for his vehicle. It's the same concept.
It is the same concept, but it's different at the same time. It's just the level at the way you want to go. It's just how deep you want to go. And I just really with words, I go for the intent. I speak of the intent. The intent is very important. But
can you degrade or dehumanize someone without meaning to them?
That's about your emotions. That's you check. If I do it without meaning to, that's really that's on the decoding of the message, not on the encoding of the message, really. Or maybe it could be on the encoding of the message, but the intent is what really matters. That's what I'm saying. The intent. Did I intend to harm you? When I understood that I harmed you, how did I react? What was my reaction to that? Did I apologize for unintentionally offending you, or did I double down and say I don't care about you being, offended at all whatsoever? It's just about intent. So yes, it can, but it's the intent that matters.
Okay. All right. That's definitely a difference of opinion on that one, because for me, like intent, I don't know if intent matters when it comes to harming a person for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, because some people, like, they lack self-awareness, and they don't know how to read a room. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could say something forward, like an elderly person can say something disrespectful to you. They didn't mean to do it though. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's still disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
you tell me, yeah, why, Jah, your belly getting big, you need to run. You're not trying to harm me or make me feel away. You might want me to run so I could get fit and in shape or something. But the fact that you disrespectful, you old mother, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But you gonna react to that different though. You gonna react to that different than you gonna react to somebody telling, hey man, you're rubber belly. Yeah, like you gonna react different. You gonna react different, aren't you?
Yes, there's always
Exactly. So the intent does matter.
what?
Because that person who tell you you're rubber belly, they didn't intend to lift you up in any way.
That's a different level of respect. That doesn't mean that it was the intent.
Okay, sorry. Let's say a person tells you the exact thing.
Man,
They say
hey,
your,
this
Jah, your
almost
belly
30 minutes.
big.
Uh-huh.
Like, but it mean they say it in a tone where it's like
Yeah.
it's degradative. It's degradative.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Degradative. Yes, for sure. Let's look it up now. Hold on. Hey, you invite the wrong person on the
I
show.
was going to say, just breathe through it.
You invite the wrong person. Degradative.
I still feel like degrading is whatever.
Yes, degradative. Yes.
This segment is not sponsored by Jeep or John Deere. Yeah, they ain't getting their vehicles used properly at all. When I say R. Kelly could never be thinking or R&B, it's because of his subject matter. He talks about sex 98% of the time. Nothing wrong with it. There's no real depth to what?
Excuse me?
Oh
First
God!
of all, R. Kelly could be the king because what he sings and his catalog of what he produced is two different things. Go look at the artists he's written songs for, and you'll be surprised that he did those things.
Ooh, Darren.
I wouldn't be surprised. But we're gonna just throw away I Believe I Could Fly. We're gonna throw away You Saved Me, that whole entire album. We're gonna throw away This Is the World's Greatest. That's just me riffing. I'm just riffing.
With Jay-Z. He had a whole joint album with Jay-Z. Come on, yeah.
Come on,
He's
man.
young. Yeah, them young men sometimes they, I sorry. But even to say
me and the man he had
uncultured.
some sick tunes, He had some sick tunes, especially in par with what he was actually doing in the real life.
But to say he can't be the king of R&B because he makes love songs.
Oh, crazy. No, he's the king of R&B. I'm sorry.
There is no R&B singer that's never produced a love song. Like, none.
But
what are you singing about?
Singing about love songs as an R&B person is kind of like, that's kind of...
Yeah, listen, all he's singing about his sex. He's had love songs as well, too. And love is one of the greatest things to sing about. I'm sorry. If we ain't singing about love, what are we singing about, really? Guns and eights of walk? Come on.
Keep that bullet. That's crazy. She's supposed to be in love with an NBA player, but still making booty shaking music. And yeah, the Lover Girl song, I guess, was dedicated.
But that's the song that she was singing before she was with the NBA. Does the NBA player change the fact that's what she is as an artist? Like.
And my favorites from R. Kelly wasn't even his sex-based tunes. I Wish and I Believe I Can Fly.
Rolling through the hood, just stop by to say what's up. Oh, all right.
Darren said that's the other 2%. Darren, you be having some bad takes, my boy.
What? He is famous for his bad takes, though. So let him have that.
Oh my God, man! Hopefully she drops something great because I do like her, but I can't really. No, she needs to grow up. Next time he says a hot take, I need to
singing
say
and fully dressed and not moving in a whole song for me to be like, okay, she could sing. Yeah. She could do her thing. I know what you could do.
Who are we talking about, Meg?
Yeah.
Meg a rap, man. Meg a rap. You could tell from how she puts together her bars that she is capable of rap.
No, I
can't tell. So let's break it down from a literary standpoint. Metaphors, similes, hyperbole, personification, cadence. Yeah. It's all there. Yeah. Her rhyme schemes.
She doesn't show it. She doesn't show it like she should.
No. I could tell when she wrote her song and somebody wrote her song for her. It's two different.
So he said next time he says a hot take, You need to say Ibarra's catchphrase.
We're gonna need it. We're gonna need a catchphrase for Darren specifically because he does this so
So much.
wantonly. It's just anytime, anywhere. You know, I'm not gonna be around.
Darren and his hot takes again. I stand in 10 toes down on the arcade. You know, you to the grave. This is quite the hill to die on. I gotta tell you, this is quite the hill. to die
And that's the weirdest hill. There's a lot of hills he's been on, but this is the one he got.
This one, I don't know. He's
Were you outvoted by everyone? Okay.
No, all right. Let's shift now. I've been a half hour. I've been a half hour talking about country music. All right. So, as a VI person, I am conflicted about this next video because I understand, like, we be getting a lot of blows, and as a person that lives on the VI, in the VI, you may experience things, and it's just become a part of life. But as a person that also flies in often, when you have to deal with certain things and you're paying for it, it'll piss you off. So we have a tourist that made a TikTok about her time in Divi. Let's talk about this.
So, if you're planning on coming to St. Croix, the DV all-inclusive is not the place to be. I know how we all love to look for things, you know, on TikTok. That TikTok, Instagram, all plans are trips. This is DV right now, St. Croix, Christet. The bar is closed. Storm last night. You know, things happen, understandable. Crazy. That's not even the killer part, though. The water has been out since 9 a.m. Not only that, the employees, the staff, everybody has just been getting to run around since 9 a.m. The water will be on in an hour, another hour. It is now currently 9 o'clock at night, and there's no water with no answer. So many things could have been avoided from this, y'all. Like, I can't make this up. What a great experience it would have been, right? What a great experience it would have been. I feel like the TikTok videos don't really show y'all everything like they should, because they really should. Like, no water, no shower. The accommodations was we can all get in a villa and take turns using it, and the maid staff is gonna come after everybody, which is hypothetically just insane to me. Water bottles. All the money you pay, and you're given water bottles.
Now,
I didn't
I'm
hear any of that, you know.
you didn't hear nothing?
Nothing at all.
Neci, you heard it?
Yes, what do you mean?
Oh no, I didn't hear it. So maybe if the crowd hear it, then that's great. But I didn't hear it. I tried to keep up with
The
I
captions?
surmised that the water was out since 9 a.m. and then or it's since morning and then they didn't come back. And it was like 9 o'clock and
Yes.
they keep getting them to run around.
No, I don't know how it works as far as if they're on WAPA with water or how that works. So, but I can't defend it. I don't know how to, but it's like
That sounds like a private problem though. That sounds like a private problem though, because normally when you don't have water is because you don't have power and they had lights. Or does the place have a generator?
I don't even know.
But if you have a generator, the generator only have enough to run the lights and you don't have enough to run the water system, I don't know. Okay.
Neci, can you no pun intended, can you shed some light on this? What's going on? Because they have the casino, like don't the no, that's TV have the casino, right? They ain't gonna water the casino then?
I don't know. I mean, this is the first I've seen that video. So there's a couple of things that happened in the video that she pointed out besides the water. One, she talked about that it's an all-inclusive and there was no entertainment happening. Because that's when the first thing that she showed was the sidewalk and how quiet and empty it was, as an all-inclusive. And so for me, that's the problem number one. That's not the first time I've seen a complaint about DV in terms of being an all-inclusive hotel and they don't provide all-inclusive experiences. I think they're really missing out on opportunities with that for their guests. The bar, I mean, your bar should be open, even if it's the one inside if it's bad weather or so forth, and you know, being able to accommodate guests with complimentary drinks, something. The water's out, right? And until the water's out, they should be getting updates in terms of what's happening. 10 hours without water is insane. But whatever the issue is, whether you're trying to figure it out or not, your staff should be doing things trying to do things to ensure they're giving the guests alternatives in the best possible experience. Like, I don't know what the situation is. I can't say what the solution should be, but we all know communicating with your guests about what's happening, what you're doing, giving them things to distract them from what's happening is important also. So, yeah, I'm sad she had that experience, but that is her experience, and hopefully they've made right with the guests who were staying there at the time that happened. If it's a complimentary room or returning them back a night stay or something, because it's also expensive. I've seen the prices for DV's room and it's expensive.
Now, I know Ibarra said he did not hear, but there was a part where she said the night before there was a storm had passed through. So it may have knocked out something. I don't know. And she wouldn't know, of course. It's not something she should be even dealing with, really.
But we haven't had that many, like, we didn't have any storms per se. We've had some weather. Yeah. But not an actual storm that impacted the territory now. Because maybe because they're on the beachfront, they're having different problems. Because the ocean itself there've been advisories about not swimming. The waves have been really rough. It's been really, the water, bacteria in the waters has been really bad in a lot of areas because of a lot of things that's happening. But nevertheless, like you said, whatever weather system passed through, maybe that played an impact, but you still have to you have to be prepared for if hurricanes come, what you're doing with your guests. And I would think that that's a plan in place for storms as well, that you either need to retrain your staff, run a drill again to make sure the staff understands what needs to happen from top to bottom, and take the feedback. It's going to be a lot of negative feedback, but I hope they compile it and really work through what the gaps were and how to reduce that going forward.
Thanks. Kira says, I mean, is she lying? These places should be embarrassed. Like, yeah, you treat us bad, but do better for everyone. Now, me and Neci, I went out to Divi one time to see one of our friends play. They were actually the entertainment. And that was lit. But like, the people who stayed there, for them to like do anything, they had to leave, which that's not an all-inclusive. There should definitely be excursions. You should be partnered up with like the aqua ride and all these other things. Like, there's stuff to do. You should be partnered up with them. There should be safaris and stuff coming out there, because Divi is at the other end of the island. So if I come to an all-inclusive, the fun should be included, damn it.
And that day too, I remember those people, some of them, they didn't even want to leave because that was the most fun that they had. For their trip, a few of them mentioned like that was the most fun we've had on the trip, and they didn't want to leave. They had rides waiting for them to carry them to the hotel, to the airport, and they didn't want to go.
Yeah, that's crazy. To call yourself an all-inclusive, I'm really not trying to bash them, but like we
but
saw
it's the truth, though. It's the truth.
Saw it. Like, there was one thing going on, and the people then were so surprised because they made other plans outside of the hotel. But yeah, man, that's crazy. And cheap ass water bottles at that. I'm not even sure what else they could have did if they don't have water. I don't bucket. I don't know. run it through
But
some
you could have,
sort of
they could have
saline.
got, they could have given them gallon bottles of water, like for washing your hands and stuff, like that. You know, because those little water bottles, well, how long you gonna wash your hand with that? You can't really do much with those things, you know.
True.
And so, like I said, they should have been things in place where
If something happens.
they can respond, and I hopefully it's a learning experience for them.
For sure, for sure. I see how content creators can put pressure on an economy like ours. It's not a bad thing, but a very eye-opening thing for our territory. For sure, for sure. For a territory that depends so much on tourism, we gotta get this type of stuff like taken care of immediately. And stop getting mad at people for telling us their experience. It's called feedback. Take the feedback and fix it. You want the people that money, give them something to pay for that they enjoy. Yeah, a lot of our all-inclusive are not meeting the standard of what an all-inclusive is about. That's a fact. Because Jamaican all-inclusive and stuff, the all-inclusive is supposed to be set up in a way that you don't even want to leave the resort. Some all-inclusives, they have grocery stores, they got nightclubs, they got all type of stuff on the resort. So yeah, we slacking, man. I've been to an all-inclusive in St. Martin. Divi is not that. They had a commissary. So I was telling DC about this next video, right? And I definitely want Ibari to weigh in on this one. This has been making the rounds on TikTok. It's kind of crazy because this is a girl, first of all. This is a woman, right? So I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna go into it, and she made a response.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. To be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a cheap.
I was seeing your face the whole time, Neci. Yo, so yeah, she has been fired.
Oh, that's a real video. That was
Yes.
a real. That wasn't a skit. Got you.
She's been
That's
fired
crazy.
from this job and another job that she had after this video went viral. I can't even show you her account because most of her account is just her in briefs and like with her strap hanging. Listen, but anyway, y'all seen that? What do you think about that?
I think that something is wrong with that young person mentally, and they need evaluation and help.
You gonna just leave it there, huh?
Right there.
All right, Neci, what do you think about that?
I second Ibari motion.
Aaron says that's a Tupac chain. Oh man.
Yeah, because what? There was
Shaming
so
my
many
dance
things wrong in
community.
that video.
Take you down. WTF? That sounds predatory.
It didn't sound like it was.
It was.
She really want to be a student. Like she's really reliving her high school time.
That
And the
chain
girl
was
ain't even
already-
look at her like that. The girl look at her. It wasn't even
Like,
in that
you
kind
weird.
of way. Yeah, like
They be hiring anybody. That's what I'm afraid of. Like I'm sure a simple background check could have Lil Easy Isha. They're like
you know what the problem is? They don't pay these people anything anyway, so that's why they have to be hiring anybody, because only the
What?
anybody is just the one who's applying.
Once you pass them tests,
them comments she made nasty like Dasani water. I am confused.
Why people? Actually, no, I don't like Dasani either.
I don't have no problem with Dasani water. I just drink water. Secondhand embarrassment and weird AF. Listen, first of all, what would make Lil Easy Isha do?
is that her name on social
No,
media?
I
Is
was
it
gonna
on
ask.
purpose?
No,
Oh.
it's I can't even
I don't
remember.
need to.
It's no, that ain't the name. But you see, she got the Bone Thugs playing, and like she dressed up like Eazy-E. So, but yeah, I don't know what would convince her to make that video at your job, saying that you ain't teaching these students when that is your one job, and then. Am I tripping? Am I the only one to see her?
Does he have got?
Yeah, like okay. All right. So anyway, I don't know what she was thinking and why she thinks that was okay. I don't know. Like you're doing this at your job, recording.
That's
it.
why he says something that has to be mentally wrong with that person, because there's like even for self-preservation that didn't make sense. You check it.
I sorry, my wapa went just now. Wait, let me get my little.
You serious?
You can't be serious.
You wapa gone?
Oh my god. Wapa,
Oh man. And I wasn't sure if you were there or not. I did see the glasses. I saw like a frame of the glasses. It was like a Batman kind of thing, like in the shadows.
Yeah.
Like,
what the
but I
hell?
wasn't sure if it was a
I
screen
didn't
that
know
freeze
this
or
was a
what.
skit like you. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, Wapa, they don't do background. What? They don't do background checks in the education system anymore. There was a situation in Houston that uncovered 1,000. What? They get teachers around children
Why
and
you
not
think they don't
doing
do background
checks.
checks? That's not wrong.
Mine gone too. No wonder my internet stopped work. Wapa went out, man, and we were just talking crap about DV and look. Wapa listen. Wapa made sure. Let me shut up. I might be next. Damn. That's why the car partner in the dark night. See, you gotta do better, man. Let me play this before her battery dead too. So here's let me stop calling her stud. Here's her response.
Consistent backlash is sick. A lot of people keep on saying, get her from around the kids, keep her from around the kids. Man, I'm actually a great person to have around your kids. You get what I'm saying? Great mentor. Head always been on straight, never been a loose screw.
So yes, I have to agree with Ibarra that something is wrong with her upstairs. She said the backlash is crazy. Not what she did or said, the backlash is.
The fact that you're just trying to convince, not the fact that you're not apologetic, you're just trying to convince us that you're great to be around kids, is even more confirmation that something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, like she belong in jail, son. or you know, a jail like hospital.
Yes, yeah. She needs to get examined for real. That's not even being funny. Like
no, she's a threat to society. Yeah.
The last thing I want to hear from anyone, I'm great to have around your children. I don't trust you if you even say that statement there. Most people who actually would take care of your children would say, no, I don't want to watch your children.
I was just saying that, like, oh God. Yo, I literally tell my cousin the other day, I have not held any of my homeboy or like any of my friend them children. First of all, if I break it, I can't buy it. So I don't want to be held responsible for it. If I have to, if it is your last option. Oh yeah, sure, man. You know they're gonna be good with me. But otherwise, you need to exhaust all of your options, sir. Okay. I'm okay.
He said it. I don't want to be responsible for it. Oh my God.
No, wait, no, but it's a baby. The baby is he or she is, that's so hard to say. And plus, you know, you have different ones now. You know, you can't be just gendering a baby. I don't want to just gender a baby. You know, the baby, you know, it's 2025.
Right. Oh my God, we lost. Oh, she muted us. No accountability.
Oh no, we hear her now. We hear her. Say it.
It kind of flickered just now. That's probably what happened. You were saying that we can't gender the babies, but I'm like, I feel like we should, because unless you're canceling gender reveals, we could gender babies.
Hey.
You could say them or they though.
I'm not gonna call no little baby, no it, them, or they. It's
them. Like I don't.
That's a baby that has no thought of who they are or of who they want to be. You have to adults when they come into who they want to be. Sure, great, absolutely, I respect you. It's a baby.
I was
All
talking
they want
about
to do is get food when they cry and clean pampers.
I was talking about the them or they in the plural sense, not the like genders. Like, society has changed.
It has.
A lot.
No accountability. She sounds just like them girls who blame everybody and don't take accountability. The way she bobbing her head, me sure it on straight. Something wrong with you. And because the system is backed up on teachers, they overlooked it. I'm sorry. What? Okay. Yep, there was a situation in Houston where someone was creating fake certifications. And I agree with Ibarra. I love kids, but like team auntie forever. Did Neci like this making me? Should we do a scary story episode? Like we should embrace the darkness and do like a scary. That's in the works. But yeah, I'm mad Neci got left in the dark.
Literally.
You gotta applaud the dedication though. The show must go on.
No, they have like an ambience now. It's like she fade out her background and now she's just in the spotlight. Yeah.
I mean, you have to do that all the time, so you won't know if Wapa went or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to. But your glasses, we gotta get your glasses back in the frame. That's about it. Okay, you can't see it for sure. No, you can't see none of them. Now we had 2 posts on Same Difference this week that we have posted in the story, right? That I was getting some very interesting commentary about. Unfortunately, it went to our DM, so you can't see these comments, but I want to talk about it because I definitely gonna make clips out about this. So, tell me what you think about this.
House though, but you at your mama house though. Yeah, you forgot I had your location, huh? But you at your mama house though. But you having a whole picnic. You having a whole picnic. You having a whole picnic. Who grave is that? Who grave is that? Who is Brandon? No, who is Brandon?
Can you please put the phone down so we can
and
talk
today
about
his birthday, huh?
It's
So you want
not
to
this
it ain't that serious. Why you didn't tell me you was coming up here?
Because it's not this
Why you didn't tell me you
serious.
was coming up here? All right, look, when you get done with your little picnic, your shit gonna be ready. When you get done with your little picnic, your shit gonna be ready. Man, get the hell out of my face. Get the hell out of my face, man. When you get done with your little picnic, your shit gonna be ready for you to pick it up. The hell out of my damn face.
Being jealous of a dead man is crazy.
Jesus.
That's crazy work. He's literally dead, bro.
Okay, so tell me what y'all think about that. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I think being jealous of a dead man is crazy. Yeah, she wrong probably for not. I guess. Actually, no, I ain't even sure if she wrong because that's a weird situation. How do I tell you? Yeah, man, my ex-fiance that just died. Actually, sorry. Now, how do I tell you? It's just a harder situation, and I could see her taking the easier out by just going by herself and not telling him about it because, yes, that's a tricky situation to bring up. But, yeah, I feel like the guy passed away, bro. Like, that is a very understandable situation. You don't even know how, like, they didn't mention how close it was, but to be honest, if you are really was about to marry that person, that's somebody that you supposedly had love. And I am of the notion that real love does last forever. So, you know.
Neci, what do you think?
So, was there any context to why she was there?
She was there on a graveyard date with her ex because it was his birthday.
It was his birth. Okay. So, like, I have no issue with her going and sitting there and being there in person and having the conversations with him and so forth. I think she's dating an immature person. Maybe somebody she didn't feel she could communicate with him that this person meant a lot to me. When you lose somebody that you love, especially unexpectedly through death, those feelings don't just die because you want them to. And so giving people grace and space to process in grief is very important. Like Barry said, like, why are you competing with a dead man? Like, he can't come and take you back from you. Now, what I think people need to do is if she and him is dating seriously, I don't know if they were the guy that came there. It's one thing, but if it's just some type of fling thing that you're trying to date and figure out, like, you get to a point where you kind of confess these things to a person and be like, hey, this is what happened, I lost this person, they mean a lot to me, blah 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 blah, whatever the case may be. I don't have a problem with that. I think what she was doing, she was not in the wrong in what she was doing, and maybe it worked out for the best. But one thing I realize is a lot of people that be quick to share the location with somebody else. And I don't know why people are so quick to do that.
I thought he was in a serious relationship because he said he had a location, but maybe
that don't mean anything these days.
Also he say your stuff gonna be ready by time
people that sleep over and bring things by the third date. I don't trust that either.
You see, I'm not of the. I just had to tell my friend literally the other day, she talking to some guy for like 6 months. They're talking about possibly marriage and everything. I'm like, you talking to a man for 6 months? You talking about marriage? That is crazy. I don't know. The rest of your life, 6 months? I don't even have enough to see you get angry for real. Like, really angry? Like, nah, I don't think so.
And my thing is, if he popped up to the graveyard because she was there, right? Then he had to know, he knew why she was over there. And that's what bunny him. And I'm like, that's something that you guys that need to be worked through, right? And maybe she's not ready to be dating somebody, and it doesn't mean that she isn't ready to date somebody, but clearly they're not compatible to be together. Because I can't imagine losing any of my friends or somebody that I love and I go to celebrate their birthday, or is she going every day is one thing, but she went for his birthday. Like, it's his birthday. It only happens once a year.
Let me weigh in here just to add some context in case, because it seemed like some context was missed here. She lied to him about where she was going. She said she was going to be at her mother's house. They shared a location so he can see she's not at her mother's house. He followed her there because she lied, right? Now, I understand where y'all say he's jealous of a dead man. But I also, I find it weird that you would have to lie to go there and we live together.
I didn't realize she lied either.
Yeah. I realized that she lied and I still keep in my answer. I like to go with Occam's razor, especially when it comes to communication and humans. Mm-hmm. Like, I can just assume is more of like an ignorance, and that ignorance being the inability to communicate this type of emotionally packed or emotionally charged situation to somebody else, especially if she knows that person is more of a territorial, jealous, or alpha, or just somebody who would have a discrepancy with that type of situation. So I just saying that it might be she's wrong, but I can see why she would take that easy out as well.
You see, that's why the giving grace to bother me sometimes. Like, you're giving grace as far as ignorance, but it's no longer ignorance if you know that you're going to lie. Like, she came up with a lie and she put her mother in it. If you lie to go to see a dead man, you'll damn sure lie to go see a live one. That's how I look at it too. Like, I get where he overreacted. I agree there. However, if I go and you're not just crying and grieving, you're on a picnic date, I could understand why he'd feel some type of way. Like, you're dating Casper right now. You and Tupac Shakur are out on a date right now, and you lied about it. So when you break someone's trust, you don't get to dictate how they respond to it either. So the lie, y'all saying lying like it's a light thing, but if you get caught in a lie, you just broke your trust with me. How can I believe you if you can't even tell me that you're grieving? You have to understand that you lying about something like this, it makes people think, what else have you lied about? That's where breakdowns in trust begin. If I catch you in a small lie, I'll obviously consider that you'll lie about something big. If you lie about something that shouldn't even be a big deal, what's to stop you from lying from something else? And like Crystal said, Will Smith's wife, Jada, claims to still be in love with Tupac. His ghost still causing problems in their marriage. So that's what it looks like when you haven't moved on. So him being jealous of a dead man.
The problems in Will and Jada marriage don't have anything to do with Jada loving Tupac. They have everything to do with Will feeling insuperior or not big enough or inferior to Tupac, and that's his problem.
But her behavior is also an issue. Like,
I don't really see any of her behavior. That what did she do in terms of the I love in it?
That's a different.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even do that with you.
She went on a date on his grave too.
See, sometimes I don't like to play devil's advocate because the devil's advocates are demons. Like I ain't about to play that there with you, but like what Jada has done wrong.
No. I actually don't know. I was just asking.
Oh, you really? Man, you ain't
I don't be versed in these people's lives.
Jay, I don't like
what
lying.
What I would say to Jah is I didn't know she lied, so I gave my view without knowing that she lied, and so I agree with you 100%. I don't support the theory that she lied to go to the grave. She should have just, I mean, the outcome is still the outcome, even, and so I would have told the truth, like, maybe she was being presumptive, but she didn't want to get an argument with him before she goes to the grave because she knows it will lead into an argument. Yeah. I understand some people don't want to say the truth to deflect because they know what's going to happen, but it's going to happen whether in the front end or the back end, right? Exactly. And so if it's so important for you to go, I don't have a problem that you had like your blanket and something to drink because maybe you're going to sit there for like an hour or something. You might be thirsty, whatever. But if she's, I'm not sitting on the grass either. She brings her little blanket, it's not cool. But lying about it is a different story because then there's a lot of explanation that has to go into it. And like Jah says, and also gives the pretext of, no, I have to question you when you tell me something. Are you really being honest? Because you've already shown me that you will just lie about things. What I will say though is that people lie anyways. It's just that when we don't like it is when it's a problem. Because when we lie for positive things like a surprise trip or a surprise party or whatever, we don't complain about those lies. We never make it an issue in the relationship for those things. So there is always a buffer line when it comes to lying. But for that reason, I think she should have just been honest and be like, hey, I am going today's his birthday. I'm going to the grave to pay my respects. I'll be gone for an hour or two. I'll be back by 3, whatever that is, and let the cards lie where they lie. If it's that important for you to go,
I would have get upset. I wouldn't have done with her.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he did overreact. I agree, he did overreact. However, we can't dismiss how he reacts.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she should not lie.
So check this out. Let's say she is going to see, like, she's going to lunch with a coworker. They legitimately are just coworkers, nothing going on. She decides to take, like you said, the easy out because he gonna get mad because my coworker is male. She goes, they're sharing location, right? She goes for getting a shared location just like she did here. I go into my mother's house. He sees on the location, she's out at a restaurant. She pops up at the restaurant. Now, they legitimately do not have nothing going on. But now you don't plant a seed. We act like when someone is secure or is insecure, like it can't be caused sometimes by things that someone has done. Someone can plant a seed of insecurity in your mind.
Is that someone me though? That'd be the important thing. Is that someone me?
Plant a seed of insecurity by lying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I also in the situation by being a jealous person to that. Yo, why is jealousy in my heart? Why is jealousy in my heart? Jealousy is bad mind. I don't need that in my heart. I don't want to live in a situation where I'm just like constantly like, oh man, like oh man, she gonna do this, she gonna do that. If that's the point, if that's the case, then what's the point? Like the relationship is a contract. Is either I gonna trust you to live up to the contract and enjoy the terms, or I'm gonna end the terms, bro. Like,
but you're saying that like he responded, like
no. Your second analogy is what I'm talking about with the one to lunch type thing. Why am I mad? She going to lunch with a dude. I so upset. Like, why? I ain't there to go lunch with her. Supposed to.
All right.
I have female friends, bro. I have female friends that I have never done anything with, and I'm just
think
their
you're
friend.
skipping over what I'm saying, though.
What you were saying? I skip over. My bad.
She
lied
to him about where she's going.
Yes, that's wrong. I also wrong for being jealous. That's what I say.
But where did he become jealous?
I thought you had said that maybe she didn't tell him because he know that she would get upset.
Because maybe they had a conversation like, please don't be going out with man. You know what I'm saying? Or let me know or something like that. But it's easier to just say, I'm not. That happens. Where it's like, okay, just ain't nothing going on, but me and you want to go through, telling him or he might feel like he might, but you didn't give me the opportunity though. So it's not the issue of me being jealous. It's the issue that you took that opportunity away from me.
I ain't dealing with no girl I got tiptoe around you, my mother. That's just what it is. Right. I'm going to live my life in a way that I feel, is respectful of me and respectful of you. And if you are not okay with that, then we need to live our lives separately. I'm very single now.
Lying to someone is disrespectful.
No, I wouldn't have gone. Yes, it is. I wouldn't have even gone into the lies. Why saying? Right, yeah. They don't belong together. Yeah.
I don't like lying, and I have ended relationships and friendships over it. But I think this situation should be handled with grace. I read this one already. He was in the graveyard because the relationship died.
Wow.
He said she'll be at her mom's house and was not there. So now we assume, just omit the lying part because it's convenient. Question, do you think if she was honest, would he allow her to go? I don't know.
Allow is a strong word.
I don't know.
But would he be okay with her going? I guess he wanted to say.
Well, I can't answer that because I don't know this man. We just had a 15-second clip. Like I don't know. I don't know if he very well could be a jealous dude and we don't know that. All we know is she lied and now she get caught in a lie and she kick out. She homeless.
He was going on like he catch she with a live man doing the naked walk up in a graveyard.
Nah,
that's how he react.
Things makes people not want to take accountability. Yeah, she cheating from the other side. She cheating from the other side.
Okay.
Not his choice, to be honest. You know what? Yeah, the lying part is a crazy part. The principles is weird today. Oh, I agree. It shouldn't be. I believe in letting people be free. I agree in being free, but you're breaking the contract when you lie, though. That's something you need to own up to. Will and Jada don't count. The relationship open like the soup kitchen open. Will and Jada don't count because Will ignore that Jada wasn't into him from the jump. This is a perfect.
I don't think Will ignore her. I think he tried to act like he's.
Yeah, like he could be that. I think he said something similar.
He said like he used to mess with him.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of how the VI government functions. Ignore the lie and focus on the propaganda. I will say, unconsciously or not, we do tend to give the ladies the benefit when it comes to lying. Because that is associated with the feminine. Not lying, but being flighty and changing your mind often. Can't take you to the liquor store, can't touch you around the spirits. That is a wild dude. He got bars, though. I'll give him that. Roles reversed, their response would be different. He would be a lying dog from Sunday to Sunday. Now, my question is, why are they sharing locations? If I have to do that to feel secure or make someone feel secure, this is not a relationship I want to be in.
We cut it off.
That's actually like a normal thing that this generation is doing now.
Unless it's literal, like just in case of you are abducted or something. Yeah. Okay, cool. But other than that, like I sharing it before you could, so you could know what I do when I say what I did. No,
it has to be a serious, committed relationship where we live together, where we're like building a future. Not we think we in love, like.
No, but what is the reason behind it?
If something happened, I'll be fine.
What's the
It,
reason behind it though?
it
Like
could
committed
be
relationship, yeah, but are they doing it because of your safety, or are they doing it because they want to know if you're really where you say you are?
It
a
has to
person can
be
tell
in
you.
terms of my safety, but if
Right.
it's not, but you also have to know, because even if a person tells you it's for your safety, for my safety, you could tell. A woman or a guy, they will tell you things that makes them know like they want to keep track of you, like, oh, who it is you going, what are you doing with it, like how long you gonna be, like all that. Like I don't know if you said, it was a girl, I think months ago, where she left a girl's lunch because one of the girls always brings her husband, because his excuse is, oh, he don't have any friends. So he always goes with his wife to the girl lunches and the girl dinner. And one of the wives was like, she tired of that. She left and she like, we all leave our husbands at home. It's a girl's day for a reason. We don't do it every week. We barely do it once a month. And every time we do it, he has to come. It's like, and you know, so it's like there's things that happen that people say and do that makes you know, like the difference is like it's for your safety or it's for I need to keep track of you.
Yeah, but because I have daughters and in high school and stuff, apparently that is a thing that boyfriend girlfriends are doing. Like, or if you don't do it, it's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like that's where they are now. So I mean, that's just what it is. I don't believe in it personally, but it's whatever. That's what they're doing. One last video, guys. This popped the balloon. Like, fellas, watch out for this type. That's all I gonna say.
Do you see yourself married, or are you just up here trying to clap cheeks?
I'm not dating to clap cheeks. I'm looking to date to marry, but it was just the aggression kind of seems like coming from a toxic place.
No, I'm not toxic at all. That's just what 99.99% of men's intentions are, is just to hate.
Well, that's the men that you have encountered.
Oh, okay, so you saying you're not about that?
No.
Just pop because it was the 99.9 men thing. So with that, I already know what comes. It's always going to be like, yeah, men cheat, men this, men that. And I just hate being part of the, like, you know, the stereotypes and all that. So that was one thing. And I've just had bad experiences with that.
But y'all do, though.
See? That's
y'all
it.
do. Y'all are cheaters. Y'all know.
That's it.
It's not a generalization. It's like a real statistic.
If you just have that mentality, you're not ready to grow. So that's my thing.
Okay.
She wasted 0 time proving his point. She wasted no time to prove his point.
She probably and in her mind, she didn't. She just showed him why she's right.
Yeah. And to anybody who watched that is in fact the definition of a generalization. That is not a real statistic. That 99.9. And then why are you wasting these people's time going on the show? You're looking for the 0.01% on Pop the Balloon?
On a show where it's judged by popping a balloon? Man.
Yeah. I ain't even say.
I feel like this just it's a feeder from my last answer. I would not. Okay, this is a pop the balloon is a perfect situation. They just pop the balloon. They just know they ain't going anywhere further with that. And I would do the same thing, because I'm not even gonna end up in a situation where you're gonna be, over questioning me about stuff because of situations that you had in the past with people that are not this person. You check?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I get that you have been hurt, and I get that, a lot of men do cheat, but me the one. You check?
Yeah. So he said 99.9% of man ain't even straight.
True.
That's true. So that's how you know it's not a real statistic. Stop generalizing people. Mama is jaded. She needs to go heal and stop bleeding out on them people. Why are you wasting time on them people's show?
I don't know why she there.
Instead of popping balloons to find a man, she should do that with finding a therapist. True. Don't nobody want to date that.
Somebody wants to date that. That's the thing, though.
Maybe. Eventually.
No, I don't know. As is, somebody saw that and it was like, yeah, I love me. And
that's the one.
That will hurt my head.
That's the one that gonna put that show. Be like, see, I went on a show and see this man prove me right. See, because you're gonna go back to the same ones. The men she encountered.
She ain't hear nothing. She ain't hear nothing up on us.
Yeah,
Nada.
some man like when a woman to go crazy on them.
True. And it ain't until you get like exhausted, like you use up a lot, because those
Me one of
relationships.
them. So I just shaking my head, I nodding my head out. I just like community.
Hey, so tell the people about your latest project and where they could copy it, where they could get it, and whatnot, man.
My latest project is a crossover episode, Sliced Butter Bread. That's by Ibarra and Jelani Kendall. It's available everywhere music is streamed. And that's when I say Ibarra, that's in the phonetic spelling, so EYEBAREYE. Yeah, it's a snazzy, eclectic, tastefully curated piece of textured art.
Not degrading.
Ooh.
Oh man, yeah, best enjoyed with, maybe paired with a nice glass of wine or spirits, and
the album, the EP, sorry, it's a 4-track EP that is paired with, it's Ibarra and Jelani Kendall. It's dope. They mesh well together. Their styles, if you heard them independently, you might think that they won't mesh well. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. Pause. But it's great. Now, Zaid has said you got bars. You gain a lot of respect for you for using the word accoutrements on a track. That was you or Jelani? Because
that was definitely me.
That was you. I remember the track with the accoutrements.
I've been trying to get my weight up.
Yes.
Got me a new piece the other day. Some accoutrements, see my future some. Know the coupe is on the way.
Didn't sound like that anything. But yeah.
Yeah, I sing in that, but also so is
you were rapping too,
some
though.
accoutrement. Know the coupe is on the way. Yeah.
So I couldn't pick apart who was saying it, but yeah.
So basically definitely go back through and listen to the album and make sure, try to figure I think the parts where it's me, you're gonna hear a higher voice on top of it as well. You're never gonna hear Jelani with that upper octave. But if you're gonna hear a lower octave and it also has a higher octave paired, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the tail end of To the World and the front end of Goddamn. Front end of Ever Since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bossa is the tune. Also, he's in the comments, Zaid, aka AZI. He just dropped Conditional, which Ibarra is also on the track. And I'm just gonna say the man got the best verse on the track that he's on. Ibarra got the best verse on that track. They did the thing, everybody did the thing. But that's the one I wait for, and it's on the end of the track. Go ahead, tell the people what I want.
I appreciate it, but it can't be the best voice because AZI is the one who birthed the song and gave it the purpose and everything like that. So I wouldn't even know what to talk about.
I almost X you off the damn life. Like, listen. The man got a whole album. The album is dope. Go get Conditional. Conditional dope. Go get It's a Crossover episode dope. On this track, go listen to the track yourself. Tell him what the track name. Can he come in there? What? My name Ibar.
In my own way.
Come on.
Hey, my name's Ibari, and I swear that I do everything, so I just try to do everything, then lose my focus. Unlike Hocus Pocus is magic, I mostly end up doing nothing at all. But don't call my phone, I too busy to talk. Okay,
yeah. The man got the best verse on there. The more everybody was honest, but it was like he just come out the gate and he stands out on the track. I would say that. Nah, he had the best verse. Stop your You're gonna listen to Conditional, right? Go copy it, go stream it, do what you gotta do, go support your people, and go get It's a Crossover episode. I literally play these things every day, depending on the mood. You check, I go do it for real. Neci, if you ain't get, please go get Easy Ice thing, Conditional, and go get It's a Crossover episode. Wow. All right. He was vulnerable AF on it. Yeah, the man really. And what's crazy, Conditional is themed towards therapy. So, yes, I ain't gonna tell out too much. The whole album from start to finish is themed towards therapy, and that's how he caters it. So the tracks is like different times in his therapy. And yeah, so even on that track, AZI, as he says that he's labeled as, so your ADHD on that one, the guy in the middle, the Jamaican dude, is depression, and Azzy is anxiety. Go back and listen. The man need to give Neci back a power. So live, y'all see how Wapa get all people. You see it live.
Darren, you have power?
Probably. Darren, do you have power down where you at? Neci, where's your final word? We want drink anybody too much, man. What's your final word? But wait, you ain't got a Jenny? I could swear you got a Jenny.
I have to go outside to connect it, but I just ain't gonna interrupt the show to go do all of that. You know, it's just I gotta go outside to switch the time. Yeah.
Of course he does. Of course he has power. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Barry, thanks for coming on the show. It's always great to be able to tap into your mind. It is a very interesting tool that you have, and I hope that you continue to use it creatively and to be able to expand your growth tremendously. And I wish you and the album much success. I want to say thank you guys for joining in, checking in with us on Sundays from 4 to 6. I hear with no power. I see me here still. I could have just click off the live and go and pretend like, but I get a little flashlight on for IO. So when I be appreciative. Okay.
I appreciate you having me, by the way.
But thanks for guys for being here today. See you guys next week. Jah, you muted. I can't hear you.
There is no episode next week because I'll be in St. Croix.
Oh yeah, next week.
Yeah. Next week I'll be in St. Croix. And don't forget, the reason why is because it's Caravana next week, 5 to 9 p.m. 5 o'clock, 1700. It starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 9. But there's also an after party at Ambiance. We going live. We have a DJ for Ambiance and for Caravana, and we also have a DJ for after. So you get two DJs, including food and a live performance for $30. Come on, man. For $30, I'll come through, show your face in the place. Thank you, Ibarra, for coming through. I really want to get you on, but we can't tell military time, sir. I just give 5 o'clock, 1700, 5 p.m. AST, American Standard Time. That's how I want from me. You see, and she gonna be late, That's the part that she don't be late all the time. That's why I don't know. She gonna come at 7 for real. Hey, if the food done by the time you get there, that's on you, because the food gonna last how long it lasts. I ain't saying that gonna last 4 hours. So it's who come on time get served. When it done. That's up to you. But yeah, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We got Caravana going down. We have some surprises in stores, plenty of photo opportunities. We know how much y'all love that. We get food, we get music, we get live entertainment. We'll be signing school shirts. So leave your memory. We gonna provide the markers. And I'm gonna try and get 2 curated drinks specially for this for our Carib Central people. A green tank special and a courtyard. Walking on it. The difference maker is already gonna be there, is already logged in. But I'm gonna try and get those 2. Alright? So keep that in mind. Come true. Get your tickets on Eventbrite Caribana. Alright? What else? Follow Ibari. Get the album. Is a crossover episode with Jelani Kendall. Go listen to their past stuff too. You won't regret it. Trust me. Okay.
Follow me here. EYEBAREYE.
Can you see the skin?
I was pointing to my name.
What? Anyway.
How I can see my name? My name there.
Neci, is he pointing at his name right now?
And maybe facing him, he's probably correct, but not to me. Because my name is here.
Yeah.
And so I know I'm not pointing to the right place.
Yeah, like
on my name is here. Your name is on the left side of yours too. So your name up here and Neci name like right here.
Over my name.
We gonna tell on the playback, but my name here, Neci name here, your name over here.
Is my finger not over my name right now?
Yeah, Jah.
That was yours, like yeah.
But my finger over my name too. Ask the people in the crowd. Ask the people in the crowd. Is my finger not over my name, crowd?
Stop smoking when you come on the show, bro. Stop.
All right, whatever.
It was a blast. We're gonna leave you with this little tidbit. Thank you very much. See y'all in St. Croix, and then after that, we're gonna have more episodes coming to you. Go ahead and tap in a different day with Jah Neci every week, 101.3 Raw FM, as well as our Facebook and YouTube live stream. We love you very much. Tell people about it. Share the live. We out. We love you. Peace. Bye. You the opposite side.